Hi everybody, Angel here. Happy Sunday or Monday, depending on where you are in the world. I wanted to come on today and talk about physical, emotional, and energetic constipation. Combining the three, physical, emotional, and energetic, may seem a bit strange for some people. However, it's real. And a lot of times we think of constipation only as a physical manifestation, a physical experience. However, it can also be emotional and energetic. And so I wanted to tie the three together: physical, emotional, and energetic. I'm seeing a lot of people with varying levels of constipation in my inner circle, among my coaching clients, and total strangers. And I personally have also experienced constipation along my life journey. And so I know firsthand how it feels to be constipated for a day or two. I've heard of people who are experiencing chronic constipation. I've observed people experiencing chronic constipation. And I've been helping people who are experiencing chronic constipation. Thanks for joining. Now, luckily for me, I have not experienced chronic constipation, but I know that it is a challenge that a lot of people face. And it is said that about 16% of adults actually experience constipation. Now, this is not a big surprise because we, in general, consume a very low fiber diet, a very low hydration diet, a very low energy diet across the world in general. And so it's not surprising from a physical perspective that there are many, many people experiencing physical constipation. And of course, I will also be layering on top of this the emotional and energetic levels and layers. So I'm going to start with physical constipation. So physical constipation is really when you're not having regular bowel movements. It's when a person passes less than 3 bowel movements a week or has difficult bowel movements. There might be some straining, incomplete emptying of the bowels, very small bowel movements, incomplete bowel movements. Some of the causes, as I've already alluded to, can be lack of hydration, lack of fiber from fruits, vegetables, herbs, nuts, seeds, beans, lentils, those high fiber plant foods. There could be some overconsumption of processed foods like processed flour, rice, pasta, animal-based cheese, milk, eggs, meat, as they do not have fiber and they do not have hydration, true hydration. At the cellular level, if you will. Also, a lack of exercise and movement can cause physical constipation. Stress can cause our bodies to retain the waste that needs to be evacuated, that needs to be eliminated from our bodies. Stress can cause our bodies to clench and to hold in the waste instead of eliminating the waste. Thanks for joining. And, also trauma can cause the body to be in distress and to hold on and to clench, against releasing the waste that needs to be released. Trauma can also take away our sense of ease, our sense of safety, of peace, and of release of the waste that needs to be evacuated from the body, thus manifesting itself, thus showing itself in the form of what we call constipation. Now, the good news is that there are solutions, obviously. The first solutions that come to mind for the physical constipation element and experience would be to eat high fiber fruits, vegetables, herbs, nuts, seeds, beans, and lentils. These are the high fiber plant foods. Also, of course, to consume adequate hydration through water, juices, smoothies, fruits and vegetables, those high water content, variables, if you will. And of course, the solution would also be to avoid the low fiber food. So the processed pastas and rice and animal-based elements in the standard diet. So those would be the solutions. Now I'm going to move on to emotional constipation. Now this may sound strange to some people, like why on earth would we think of our emotions when it comes to constipation? And what I have found is some of the causes can be not expressing one's emotions fully and safely on a regular basis. In other words, squashing one's emotions, holding them in, not having an emotional outlet or a method to safely and regularly express oneself. I personally have experienced this. I've seen it in other people where the emotional constipation, the emotional retention translates and causes some physical constipation that we see. For example, they're not able to pass bowel movements. So the emotional constipation can be caused perhaps by one's culture, family background. It's not, a supportive culture of self-expression in a safe way. There could be some really stressful emotional relationships in families or romantic relationships or even at work, in the career with people who are not supportive, who do not hold a safe space for you to express yourself because you're afraid of ridicule, of criticism. Thanks for joining. And so, you may end up having this emotional constipation, this emotional retention and clenching and, force in your body that is not letting your emotions really run in a healthy way. And so this emotional constipation can also be caused because of trauma. There could have been some type of trauma that's causing our emotions to be erratic, out of alignment. Trauma that can take away our sense of comfort, our sense of ease, our sense of safety, of peace, and of release. And so when our nervous system is, all bottled up and all tense, because of these different traumas that many of us experience throughout our earthly journey, that can also cause that physical manifestation and that physical experience of constipation. Our body is holding on to the waist. Our body is not relaxed and not letting go of the waste that we really, really, really need to get out of our bodies. We really need to detox on a regular basis. And so, for those who joined a little while ago, at the top of the conversation, I was talking about constipation showing up, for example, in less than 3 bowel movements per week. There are people who are not even having maybe even 1 bowel movement per week. I mean, it's even more extreme than that, but I will let you use your own imagination or your own insights and experience with that. Now, some of the solutions, the good news is there are solutions. Some of the solutions for emotional constipation could be speaking with a trusted friend, a relative, a counselor, a therapist, a coach, learning how to ask for help when needed, not holding everything inside, but sharing our experiences with others, learning when to say no, to honor ourselves, to have that freedom, that self-expression, to say no when we want to say no, or to say yes when we want to say yes. Listening to our bodies, tapping into, tuning into, turning on to our bodies, to our own emotions, to alleviate some of this emotional constipation, this emotional retention and clenching and stress that we're feeling. Journaling is also very awesome for handling emotional constipation, because with journaling, we can hash out, we can release, right? Because that's what we want to do. We want to release. We don't want to just, we don't want to hold everything in. And so journaling can help us to really process our feelings, our emotions, hash them out, our thoughts, our dreams, our desires, our goals, our problems, our challenges, our objectives. Whatever it is that we're holding inside, which of course can again manifest itself physically, but whatever we're holding inside emotionally, we can get some of that out in journaling. I know for me, it's super powerful to journal, super powerful. And it can be surprising what actually comes out when we journal, because a lot of it is in the subconscious. And so when we actually bring it to the surface, we release it from where it was trapped before through the journaling process. That can be very, very, very helpful. Deep breathing is super duper duper powerful for, regulating and stabilizing the nervous system and moving energy through the body, moving those emotions through the body to release those emotions that one could say are toxic emotions, because just as we are retaining and holding in the toxic waste, the physical waste, when we are constipated, by deep breathing, for example, we can release some of that emotional waste. And I, from personal experience, can tell you that deep breathing helps to eliminate the physical waste in the form of bowel movements. The deep breathing somehow gets the body flowing and moving, and really, really, really helps to get that waste out of the body. So for anyone who out there who's listening live or on the replay, and thanks for joining, I really, really would highly recommend you get into some deep breathing. I have some exercises on my website. You can check out the link in my bio as well, from some really awesome people who have created beautiful breathing exercises, which I practice many of them that I have on my website as well. Another part of emotional constipation in terms of the solutions could be self-care, pampering yourself, slowing down, giving yourself permission to slow down the pace to relieve some of the emotional stress. Tapping into self-love, respecting yourself, admiring yourself, telling yourself that you love yourself, that you are awesome, and that you're doing the best that you can. Creating loving relationships built on trust and kindness with others and with yourself. Self-acceptance and acceptance of others. This can help us to release some of those toxic emotions that we have built up over time. And I'm not pointing the finger at anyone. I have these same experiences myself. Self-forgiveness and forgiveness of others can go a long, 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 long way in releasing these toxic emotions that can sometimes translate into constipation as we know it in the physical sense. Repeating affirmations can help with some of the emotional constipation. Affirmations can help with the emotional detox, with the emotional release. Some beautiful affirmations can be, I am worthy, I am enough, I am awesome, I am love, I am peace, I am allowed to be loud, I am allowed to express myself. My thoughts and feelings matter. I like me, I love me. I'm not perfect, and that's okay. Good things are coming my way. I'm doing my best, and that's good enough. Today is going to be a great day. I am capable of achieving my goals. So you want to really get into repeating these uplifting and encouraging and inspiring affirmations that help you to release some of these limiting beliefs, some of these toxic thoughts and these toxic emotions that could be manifesting in the form of physical constipation. You may want to repeat mantras. There's so many different mantras, but mantras can really go a long way. The examples I'm giving would be words that you would repeat for a certain amount of time, for a minute or throughout your day, now and again. I'm giving examples here of one-word mantras so you can repeat the word release. Imagine release, which is totally evident that it's related to releasing the toxins from our body through regular bowel movements, through releasing the waste. In other words, the reverse of constipation. So mantras, words like release, peace, tranquility, love, and joy. These are uplifting, high vibration, high energy, high frequency mantras that can relax the nervous system, relax the body, relax the emotions, that will then translate into easier bowel movements. Soothing showers, taking baths, using stress relievers to relax the body, relax the mind, relax the emotion, such as essential oils. Essential oils are super duper powerful as natural, beautiful stress relievers. I personally love essential oils. I put them in my hair, on my body. They end up going on my clothes, on my bedding. I love just smelling them. You know, it's just really, really great for relieving stress and releasing some of those toxic emotions that have just been pent up and built up and stuck in our bodies. Getting adequate sleep and rest can also relieve some of that emotional constipation. Practicing hobbies that you enjoy, spending time in nature to connect with the natural world to alleviate the stresses of the human world. We know the human world can be quite toxic and quite constipating, to be honest with you. It's quite stressful. Also connecting with animals to alleviate the stresses of the human world. Animals are really great for their naturally calm energy, their naturally calm emotions. And so spending time with animals can be beautiful to relax the body, relax the emotions, and thus help to eliminate the waste that shows up as constipation. That's taking me to the final topic. Energetic constipation. This may seem strange, but energetic constipation is real. In my experience, it's real. Some of the causes of energetic constipation can be eating heavily processed foods that slow down our energy, that numb our energy. They numb our emotions. They numb our body. They block our energy and they stop us. They stop us from being our best self. These numbing foods, highly processed foods, stop us from tapping into the high frequency, the high energy, and the high vibration of the true self, the higher self. Lack of movement, having that stagnant, stuck energy in our bodies, stuck in our essence, can create energetic constipation, energetic sluggishness. And the lack of circulation in the body, because we're not moving the body, we're not moving the energy around the body. And so, these are some of the causes. Now, the good news is that there are solutions. Thanks for joining. The solutions, that I'm suggesting, that I practice, that I super love, and that really, really, really get my energy flowing so that I can reduce the probability of that type of constipation. Some of the solutions for energetic constipation can be massages to move the energetic blockages out of the body. You can either do self-massages or go for a professional massage, or you may have a loved one who can massage you. But just, moving the energy through the body will really, really reduce some of that energetic constipation, that energetic stagnation, that energetic blockage. Dancing is a beautiful, beautiful way to get the energy moving in the body. Exercising, whatever form of exercise you like, walking, running, jogging, etc. Meditation is also beautiful for emotional constipation relief as well as energetic, constipation relief, because meditation also calms the nervous system and allows us to relax, thus allowing our physical body to relax. So it's all connected. The physical body, the emotional body, and the energetic body, all connected. Singing, chanting, that throat chakra has been pivotal for me, has been powerful for me to release some of that old stuck energy, to release some of the old traumas, to release some of the old stagnation of, conditioning in society where, we're told, don't say anything, just keep the peace, don't rock the boat, don't speak your mind, don't express yourself because someone might get upset. I know that's how my upbringing was a lot, and I know a lot of people experience that type of upbringing. And so through singing and chanting, I'm able to release some of that trapped, stagnant, old energy, stale old energy, stale old traumas. These other ones may sound surprising, but they help me a lot. And so I'm suggesting them to anyone out there who may be, experiencing any type of constipation, if it's physical, emotional, or energetic. Grunting, groaning, sighing, crying. Crying is such an energetic release. It's such an emotional release, and it's such a physical release. And really, if you look it up, crying is a method for detox. When I read about that, I was just blown away. Honestly, I was blown away that crying has such a powerful, powerful, energetic release, and that we actually release toxins in our tears. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. You may feel weird crying in front of other people. Well, then go into another room and cry, or cry in the shower, or cry in your car, or go to a park and walk around and cry by yourself, or I don't know, find some safe space where nobody's going to judge you, or, or even if you're with someone, you're with the person whom you trust, with whom you can share that safe space. So I highly, highly recommend crying as well. And I personally have discovered through my personal journey that it's not, something to be ashamed of. And it's a natural practice. It's a natural part of our lives. It's a natural thing to do. And, a lot of us grow up, including myself. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Because some people can't handle the emotion. Well, that's okay. That's okay if they can't handle it. That's not up to them to handle. These are your emotions. You're not asking anybody to handle them. You're expressing yourself for your own goodness, for your own benefit. So that's it. That's really all I wanted to come on today and say. Please let me know in the comments if you can relate to any of this, if you have any questions. I invite you to tap the link in my bio to explore my website with tons and tons of inspiration over there. If you want any guidance, if you want a companion on your life journey for constipation in any form, if it's physical, emotional, or energetic, or if you want some guidance and a companion on your life journey for any other challenges that you're facing, feel free to direct message me. We can set up a discovery call and get started. And I want to thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching. And I really, really appreciate everyone who showed up today. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day wherever you are. Thank you so very much. And take good care, everybody. Bye-bye.